Today we're going to talk about 5 properties. The first property we're going to talk about is called the commutative property. The commutative property tells us that the order in which you add two numbers does not change the sum, such as 8 plus 4 equals 4 plus 8. The commutative property also works for multiplication. 3 times 2 equals 2 times 3. The commutative property does not work for subtraction, nor does it work for division. The next property we're going to talk about is the zero property of addition. The zero property of addition tells us that adding 0 to any number does not change the sum. For example, 8 plus 0 equals 8. It's as simple as that. That is the zero property of addition. The next property is called the property of 1. The property of 1 deals with multiplication, and that tells us that multiplying a number by 1 does not change the product or the answer. The property of 1 deals with numbers such as 7 times 1 equals 7. The next property we're going to talk about is called the associative property. The associative property is different than the other properties because it has parentheses. The associative property tells us that when we have 3 numbers and we add, it doesn't matter what order the numbers are in. 3 plus 8 plus 4 equals 8 plus 3 plus 4. As I said earlier, it's easy to identify because the associative property has parentheses. The associative property also works for multiplication. 4 times 5 times 9 equals 5 times 9 times 4. The associative property does not work for division, nor does it work for subtraction. The last property we're going to talk about is the symmetric property. And the symmetric property starts out with the answer, and it is absolutely perfect to the other side. Let me show you what I mean. 6 equals 3 plus 3. 3 plus 3 equals 6. You can draw a line, and you have the answer at the beginning and the answer at the end. Symmetric property also works for multiplication. And those are the 5 properties that we're going to talk about in 4th grade this year. And you should study those and be able to tell me in math tomorrow at least what 3 of those properties are.